This is something I was thinking about, or I knew about when I bought the Woodchucks last year. When I was assessing the team and touring the stadium, it was obvious that a renovation was needed. That in order to keep the fans coming out to see the Woodchucks games, that we're going to have to improve the fan experience. And so it's no surprises here. I knew all along that the renovation of the stadium was expected, and that's where we are today with plans we have.
What's in the project and what's the phasing of it?
Okay, it's a multi-year project, a multi-phase project, I should say. That would include a grandstand, new bleachers, new concession areas, and group party areas. The initial phase one is only the grandstand, and that would include new premium seating, 4 top tables at field level, new seats in the grandstand with backs to them and more room, high top desk, drink trail seating on the concourse, a luxury suite, a new press box that also has another luxury suite, and then underneath the grandstand is a much wider walk areas with retail area down there. Also sort of in phase one, but it's a separate project, is the development of the adjacent neighborhood park. That would be sort of an entry level into the field, but more importantly, a nice addition for the neighborhood that does not have a neighborhood park right now, including playground equipment and grassy areas.
I understand that the project will be phased over, about 5 years?
Something 3 to 5 years. We have to see how the first phase goes. Yes. Mm-hmm. A lot of it depends. We're phasing it for a couple of reasons. One is because it's expensive. Another one is because the Wisconsin Woodchucks staff, year-round staff, is only 4 people. So managing a project of this size, it takes a lot of our time, and we have to continue to run a baseball team. We still have to recruit players and sell advertising and put together, sell tickets and stuff like that. But the other thing is that with a phasing approach, we can kind of look and see what works in the first phase. What are the fans enjoying, and maybe take some ideas and thoughts from that in the development of future phases.
Will this help as far as recruiting players?
Not really. We already get the best players from the best teams in the country. Maybe a little bit because if they have a more enjoyable experience when they're out here in the summer and they go back to their team in the winter and the fall, and they talk about how it was to live in Wausau for a summer, they'll have nicer comments, and so we might get a few better players. But to be honest with you, we already have a really high level of collegiate player playing for us, probably one of the best in the country.
I understand the project uses very little, if any, public funds.
The renovation of the inside of the park is all privately funded. The development of the neighborhood park is a public-private partnership. My family's going to donate some land and some money, and then from there the city's going to take over and to finish up the park.
Let's go to Mayor Tipple. As far as the park development, what happens next for the city?
Well, that's an exciting part. In addition to the renovations in the stadium, I think it'll be an attractor. I think Mark had indicated earlier that we need to draw people to the stadium other than the baseball game, and so that'll be kind of a staging area that we do not have now, and I think it's important that people can come, congregate, talk about baseball, get their programs, and buy some of the concessions, and so I think that's going to be a great addition to the park, and we're looking forward to partnering up with the Macdonald family and the Woodchucks.
Is there a timeline as far as developing the park?
Right after the staging of the internal components and renovations, we will begin on the park, and our goal is to have that ready for the 2014 start of the baseball season.
Anything you gentlemen like to add today?
I think it's an exciting project, and we're looking forward to getting it started at the end of the season.
Same here. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a great asset for the city of Wausau.